When I first bought my 3D printer with add-ons and accessories, this was one of the most hefty purchase I'd ever made towards a hobby. And I think I've gotten my buck out of this thing. But I still wondered, how long would it take me to pay this thing off with itself? You've likely seen these groups or schemes that show you the proven method of starting a print farm or scaling your 3D model enterprise on Etsy, forgetting that 90% of people who try these side hustles, if not more, put more in than they get out, creating a worse return for them than if they just skipped a lunch every week. So I wanted to see if there was a way that I could prosper in a world of increasing 3D print technology, amongst the other hustlers working away at their newly found second job. But I had some rules. I wasn't going to do something I didn't believe in. No clogging up Etsy listings with cheap, low-quality garbage, hoping some sucker buys my junk. Nor was I going to leverage my existing social media presence, so no sponsors, no YouTube ads, and no existing audience to funnel towards an online store. I needed to do it in a way that had a positive impact and didn't use some kind of unfair advantage, which really had me stop and think. Okay, so back when I used to do online tutoring for people needing help with Blender 3D, I had people needing help with game development, ArcViz, car design, but one thing that came up quite often was 3D printing. Now, I'm not going to say start tutoring people on how to 3D print with Blender, but it got me thinking. There was a growing interest in this topic, so much so that people who didn't even own 3D printers would book a session with me to understand if they could use Blender with 3D printing. The point is, I heard the same sentiment over and over again. Geez, I wish I had all this stuff when I was a kid, which made me think, what did I do when I was a kid? I was forced into swim classes and after-school sports, but I just wanted to sit at home and build Lego, make my own toys, have fun. That's it! I was going to start my very own after-school 3D print design club. No more dragging your kid along to rehearsals or training drills. Be part of a club that lets your kid take home something that they made and they are proud of. There's just a small problem. What do I teach and where? So I found a local spot that does room rentals, and I booked 3 hours of space. We got flyers, word of mouth, a big sign outside the venue, but with a couple days to go before my first class, I had to think of a lesson plan. I don't want to just have them make whatever they wanted, because without parameters, how am I supposed to guide them? And who knows what they'll make? So I printed an example. It was a magnetic badge that had 2 sides, so that instead of having to use a sharp pin to poke through your shirt, you could just clip it on with a magnet. So I made a prototype, and I was ready for my first class. Where are they? School had ended. I was in the venue, but there was nobody. No kids, no adults. I would look over at the reception, and the lady would awkwardly look away as if I hadn't seen her staring in my direction. I then looked up at the clock and... Of course! They've literally just finished school. How could they be here right as the lesson starts, when they aren't even out of class yet? It was shortly after that I started to see people come through the main door, and I was getting a little nervous. Now, it's not like I thought I couldn't do this or anything. It was really just anticipation anxiety. With all these people starting to line up outside, waiting for a taster of my class that maybe they won't even like. I wanted to just start instead of having to wait around. And eventually, it did. It was about 5 minutes into my second hour of my booking. And these kids, man, they were staring into my soul, testing the durability of my mind. As one yelled out, "Can we start yet?" Okay, I'm CJ, and this is my 3D print and design class. Who here has heard of a 3D printer? And so that was the start of things. I showed them my magnet pin project, which quickly became my magnet project, once the magnet didn't stick through my sweater, and I had to stick it onto some 5-year-old girl's hydro flask. But I handed out some clay, and they got to modeling things. It went pretty peacefully, with a few kids asking where the printer was, and I had to awkwardly tell them that I can't bring the 3D printer here, but I have it at home, and I promise I'll bring you the 3D printed magnets next week. So they hand over the clay models they made during the 40 minutes, and I do the same with another, albeit smaller group of kids, the next hour. And once the 2 classes were done, I scan in the models with my phone, and I 3D print them at home with magnets inside, waiting for next week. I sit there waiting for my first class to start, with a time slot that actually makes sense this time. And one kid comes in early, so I ask if he wants to see his project from last week. So he comes in all curious, and I show him his magnet of a robot with a unicorn horn. "Mom, look what the 3D print guy made me!" He seems to like it. Then I get talking with his mom, and she thinks it's neat. The kid's happy, and she's proud. Then the next horde of kids come in, and yeah, the same reaction. At the end of my first week of this new club, I wasn't so sure that this was actually all that good of an idea. But the second week, within the first 5 minutes before the class even started, the kids were showing off their 3D prints to each other, sticking it to stuff, finding out what metals were magnetic, and this was the perfect launch pad for week 2, where I asked them, "Okay guys, this week I want you to help me out. I've got a little friend here. Does anyone know what it is?" "A crab?"
"It's a crab."
"That's right. But do you notice anything different?" I give them a second of silence before I point out that he doesn't have a shell. "So I want you guys to design a shell for this little crab, and I'll let you take it home." Now, I've never seen children more determined to take part in something that their parents dragged them along to than this right here. They made houses, rockets, rocks. Among Us? They were locked in. This was pretty much the norm for the next few weeks, with new kids joining and most of the same faces sticking around. It was awesome. I also got to experience some beautiful moments, where some 5-year-old girl would come out of her shell and get excited for the class, or something that happened reasonably often was a parent telling me their kid was asking to go to the design club because their friend had told them about it. And I'm sure a lot of you are aware, especially if you're parents, that some kids don't find their club or some kind of special interest that they can share with others. And growing up with a bunch of friends who were classed as special education needs or friends with autism or ADHD, it was incredibly heartwarming to hear parents tell me that their kid has never stuck to an after-school club, but now they're actually willingly going to my classes. And it's those kids that I grew up with that didn't fit in with other kids, and their parents had a hard time knowing what to do with them to get them to socialize and make friends. And here they are, being the star of my class. But just to know that I'm able to make that kind of difference is intrinsically so valuable. And yeah, by this point, the 3D printer was paid for. With the amount of kids I was able to grow to across 2 hours of classes and running the club just 1 day a week, I got there after the first couple classes. But what really stuck was that I was able to get the kids excited to learn something after school. I was able to get the parents some peace and quiet for the better part of an hour, and I was doing something pretty meaningful for my community. Meeting a bunch of wild, introverted, rambunctious, and sometimes the sweetest kids just made it worth the effort. Now, my game plan with this class from the get-go was to run this for 7 weeks. But what hadn't occurred to me was that I wasn't going to be able to 3D print something for them on their last week. Like, they would get their week 6 model on week 7, but I didn't know what to do with them for a whole hour on the final week. So I had a different idea. Instead of having them design their own model on the chance they wouldn't be reunited with it, I designed a trophy for those who got to week 7. But this trophy was designed with 3D printed supports in mind. So not only were they gonna take home their own trophy, but they had to finish off the model themselves. So I showed them an example of snapping off the branches and peeling away at the brim, and letting them keep their well-earned 3D print design club trophy. I then filled the rest of the 45 minutes with a questionnaire asking what their favorite week was, and I had them write down on a sticky note any suggestions they had for future classes. And that was it. But that wasn't really the end, because since then, I've run even more classes after that first 7 weeks. And beyond that, the scope of this project just kept growing the more I got invested, because now I wanted to spread this around. And although this channel is about 3D printing, it's really about 3D printing trucks and cars. So if this is your first video, hi. But I wanted to continue this particular chapter, because it's really meaningful to me. And as you can tell, it had a pretty big impact. For not just me, but those kids involved. This started out as a challenge to pay off my 3D printer, but now these things are far cheaper than when I first got mine. So the price for entry is a lot lower than it used to be, which feels like the right time to start a new type of thing, where you can make some cash with a 3D printer. Not riches, but a project on the side. And in the meantime, become a light in your local community. So I'm gonna invite you over to my other channel, Teach 3D Printing. So if you want to keep your 3D cars and 3D clubs separate, head over there. And if you're interested in learning more about the process, the finances, and the materials I've made to start your own 3D print club, well, you can head over there. I've got some videos already lined up for you, so click over there and you can check them out. I've been CJ, and keep 3D printing.